According to the general theory of relativity, gravity is not a force. There are no gravitational fields. Gravity is kind of an illusion.
What the hell did you just say?
Gravity is kind of an illusion.
Boom!
In general relativity, there is no mystery. All objects appear to fall the same way because, well, they're not accelerating.
Oh, son of a... That's gonna leave a mark.
Let's put another shrimp on the barbie.
Gravity is just like that force. It doesn't actually exist.
Say what?
But in general relativity, there is no gravitational force. There is no gravitational field. Gravitational fields do not exist.
Prepare yourself.
Ball-tards.
In standard Newtonian physics, we draw your weight force, the force of gravity pushing you down, and the normal force from the floor pushing you up. We say these forces are equal and opposite, so there's no net force on you, so you are not accelerating. But in general relativity, gravity is not a force. You have no weight, so the only force on you are these normal forces pushing you up. Gravity is not a force. There are no gravitational fields. You have no weight. Well, they're not accelerating. Gravity is kind of an illusion. Gravity is just like that force. It doesn't actually exist.
Hello, baby.
Oh, well, everybody's heard about the bird. The bird's a winner.
As usual, if you like to support this channel, there are PayPal and Patreon links in the info box below. Let's get on with it. I just had 8 cups of coffee. Let's go. Nah, I'm only kidding, man. What's going on out there? Give me a thumbs up for a radio check 5x5 sort of thing so my mic doesn't do the dancing around and mute me all by itself routine again. Just give me a check on that. It's like I'm all green here. Give me a thumbs up. We can move on. Take your time. Damn, we already got 22 people in here. Give me a thumbs up, guys. Give me a radio check. Lost 3. This is lost 1. Are you lost 2 over? You guys, man, I'll tell you what. I'll just assume since no one's saying anything in chat that you can't hear me. Thanks, Divergent Droid. God, Alaric 87, appreciate that. Maybe it's delayed. I wonder if it's delayed. Like me talking to you. That's possible. You know, it's not likely, but it's possible. Ah, down in Australia, eh? Let's put another shrimp on the barbie. Yeah, we're going to get to it here in a few seconds. I had to do it now. Wednesday and Thursday and Friday is not going to be looking too good for me. So, and I got a show tomorrow, so I figured let's go ahead because I did promise you. I don't think we're going to get finished with this today. Because I have this feeling I'm going to get irritated rather quickly, like the first two episodes, even though they went for 2.5 hours each. What are you going to do? So we got all these people coming here, waiting to review for the third time the biggest vomit-worthy, delusional, Dunning-Kruger, degenerate, reprobate ass clown that I've ever witnessed. We're just going to continuing on. See what we come up with. It's going to be painful. I can already tell. All right, we'll wait for a couple more minutes. Just to wait. You never know. This was sort of a surprise, too. I didn't get this the ad out until late, so sorry about that, guys. So what's going on? Hopefully I haven't scheduled this in conflict with another debate like I did on, what was it, Saturday? Yeah, Saturday. Yep, I had forgotten about the Dean Odell, Greg the Doofus debate. Somebody told me about it like 4 or 5 days before that, but I forgot about it. They said it was December 2nd. It just didn't register with me, and you know, I don't know anyway. I mean, Dean, he's a good man. He was back there in the day. I can remember him right around 2017 or so, and then he kind of just, I don't know if he was erased. He just kind of went quiet. I didn't hear of him, until just the other day. So, yeah, I scheduled a debate with those idiots. Yeah, I don't want to say Dean is an idiot. I don't want to go that far. However, I did get a chance to listen to it a little bit last night, and it was extremely compromising for Dean. Now, it was only a small part. They were only discussing the secular aspects. Greg is a complete ass clown retard. I wasn't paying any attention to him. I wanted to hear what Dean's position was. And Dean, you got some work to do. I'm going to tell you that. But today, I did listen to what I was expecting, because these were two pastors. I was expecting each to prove the existence of their paradigm via Scripture. And that Dean did an outstanding job with that. And I wasn't surprised at that at all. But like I said, the beginning of it, where these two guys were on stage when they were discussing secular aspects, to be kind, left me wanting. How about that? We're going to evaluate that debate on BALLBUSTERS on Saturday. So stay tuned. Now, it's not going to be the whole debate. The thing was 4 hours. And I don't care about the drama and how it ended and how they acted like children. I really don't care about that stuff. I just want to know where his position was. Dean's position was. I care less about like I said, about the idiot Baltard. But where Dean's position was, and I think I got it, and it's quite troubling. So we'll deal with that on Saturday. And if any of you know Dean, or you're in contact with any of his people, could you tell them to tune in, Dean too, on BALLBUSTERS, and he can come in too. I mean, I don't have an issue with that. If I'm sure he has a Discord account. Well, I can't say I'm sure of that, but he could pop on. or any of his disciples can pop on and see if they can defend what I heard. Like, I only heard it once. So I'm going to have to go back. Well, no, it was twice. I'm going to have to go back and make sure. I did write a bunch of things down. Hold on. I think there were 12 things I had issue with. But we'll get, like I said, we'll get to that on Saturday. Go ahead and tune in on Ballbusters, 2 p.m. U.S. Central, 7 p.m. UK. Did I sound confident with that? It's because I'm not. 1 p.m. Maybe it's 2 p.m. U.S. Central, 8 p.m. UK. See the difference? See, that sounded confident. The first statement was not confident, and it was wrong. The second statement is correct. At 2 p.m. U.S. Central, 8 p.m. UK on the Quantum Eraser channel, Ballbusters. We're going to be doing an evaluation of the debate between Dean Odell and Greg the Numpty Dipshit of epic proportions. All right, we're getting pretty close to kicking this off. So I think I went like 10 or 20 seconds back from the end of the second episode just to make sure we covered everything. And before we do anything, let me go ahead and put that over on the screen. Because you know what's going to happen. I'm going to get Skype calls. All right, because I'm not going to do that. Now, I'm going to look down at my mic every now and again because I got a big green circle that tells me I'm not on mute. So, the episode the other day, I was pretty sure I hit that button. And it was green, and I looked down, and it was red. I said, I didn't touch that thing. So, I may be in the market for a new mic. So, let's take a look at this. Yeah, it's pretty old, man. So I've been using this thing since the beginning of the channel. When was that? I digress. Who cares? It doesn't matter. All right. You know what? Let me go back. I got all my ducks in a row, as far as you know. All right, here we go. Oh, Super Chat's already. Thanks, James. James Richard. He said, where would Flat Earth be without the historic QE? I appreciate that, man. Step up and he will erase thee. I love that. I love poetry. And another one from James. Again, shout out. Thanks, James. Hey, QE, put him in the dirt. I really don't do that. Even though I'm following what you mean. They actually do it themselves. I just tamp it down with a spade shovel. No, make that a coal shovel. All right, let's do this one more time, folks. We are not going to delay. All right, here we go. 5x5. I got everything on. That looks good. Let me check one more thing. See, I got to check this thing, folks. This is voice meter banana. If you never seen it before, just want to let you know. Just to make everything is rolling 5x5. You see me jumping up and down here? That's 5x5. This one's going to go out to you. This one, or this one is the computer sounds. This is, and this line over here are connected. So is this line. So you can hear me also. All right, did you get all that? Good. Say bye-bye now. All right, we're ready to roll. Let's go.
Both Einstein and Newton break down to exactly the same thing, the law of...
No, they don't. That's nonsensical. Newtonian, and it's not actually Newtonian. This is where it gets a little squirrely. But let's just say Newtonian to keep it simple. Newtonian and Einsteinian are completely different geometries. Newtonian is Euclidean 3 space, whereas Einsteinian's load of crap is pseudo-Riemannian 4 space. So they're not in the same geometries. They're not the same. And we both raced your dumb ass in the last episode with this nonsense. So sorry about that, folks. Just a little cross coverage.
Gravity, m1, m2 over r squared.
a mathematical model which doesn't prove anything.
Yeah, mathematical models don't exist. That's not even a it's just an equation. That's not a mathematical model. He's a moron.
Or prove the existence of gravitation. It's descriptive, not explanatory. You must use English. Hence why we're talking.
No. Explanatory, you must use experiment. That's what you must use, not English. Well, you have to use, it doesn't have to be English. You can use any language, but you have to demonstrate it via experiment to have explanations, because explanations are directly associated with hows and whys, whereas descriptions are what's and is's. He doesn't know the difference. He doesn't know the simple fundamental definitions of terms, phrases, and concepts, the most basic of terms, phrases, and concepts.
Talking about the two claimed theories that are written in English. We're not.
No, they're neither are theories. Now, one's an alleged scientific theory. That's the general theory of relativity, but that's not a scientific theory because he had no viable hypothesis and there are no experiments in general theory of relativity, so it can't be a scientific theory. Newton, that's a law, an alleged law that was debunked 108 years ago. So that was never a theory. Sir Isaac Newton never even postulated a scientific theory in his life. Oh, neither did fairy tale mytho-mathematical professor with a calculator or philosopher with a calculator. He postulated a scientific theory, but it wasn't an actual scientific theory, so he doesn't have one either. So we're out of the realms of science, natural science here with both of these guys.
I'm not talking about a mathematical model. Everyone agrees that things seem to fall. Hold on. I'm still going. Hold on. Everybody agrees that mass falls to the earth in a vacuum measured by interferometry equipment at an average from 9.77 to 9.83 meters per second.
No, we don't. Everyone does not agree with that nonsense. Helium balloons, all gases, clouds. Do clouds fall to the earth at 9.8 meters per second squared? So there goes your speculation, Caleb. You have to clean that stuff up, man.
Squared. We agree on the acceleration rate. Now
we do not.
We must prove and isolate the cause for that. I would say that it's relative density, buoyancy, and electrostatics.
Whoa, electrostatics. You're going to have to define that. You're not going to do it here, but you're going to have to define electrostatics. And as soon as you give the appropriate definition for electrostatics, you'll see how stupid it is, Caleb. So you got to see you're dulling that cut again. I'm sorry to say. So you got to police that shit up, man.
Electrostatics decides the downward vector because our atmosphere is positively charged.
Atmosphere is a contradiction in terms. Atmo means air. Air is a gas. Sphere is a shape. Gases have no inherent shape. If you think they do, you would fail, literally, first grade intro to gas behavior. If you need the citation, just let me know.
So that positive charge is always seeking equilibrium with the negative charge of the Earth, which is negative to about 500,000 coulombs. So there's a constant seeking of equilibrium, a downpour of electrostatics to the Earth, causing the downward.
Whoa. Think about what you just said. A downpour of statics. That's a married bachelor. You have to define statics. And downpouring definitely gives the connotation of moving or movement. Yeah, that's contradictory. So that's another, it's Caleb. Come on now, man.
Vector in deciding what goes up and down and which direction that is. Buoyancy and density works out the rest. Do you think that a helium balloon is an anti-gravity machine, Craig?
That's a good one. Can't wait to hear this answer.
No, a helium balloon doing what it does is the predictions of gravity.
It's the predictions of gravity. but the balloon's going up. And gravity doesn't exist. And you don't have any predictions because there are no hypotheses for gravity. So, this is a bunch of gibberish. Incoherent, nonsensical gibberish. There, numpty dipshit.
Why? How?
Because of buoyancy, which is also a prediction of gravity.
Well, no. Buoyancy, that's Archimedes' principle. That goes back nearly 2,000 years before gravity, fairy tale gravity, was even conjured. So how can that be? Game, set, match. That was easy. He's just making shit up. Making shit up. Or that he's heard this nonsensical horseshittery parried by one of his ball-tarred, booger-eating boyfriends. And he's just parroting it. That's nonsense. It's nonsense on its face. And that's not with any, like, hard scrutiny. It's right there. It's Archimedes' principle. Duh. Hello? McFly? You're a moron. Talking out your ass.
So could you replace the equation of buoyancy? Hey, I know you're about to rage. I know you're getting mad. Calm down. Could you replace? Hold on.
Let him finish that. let Craig finish that answer.
Why let Craig finish? He's trying to ask him a question. The diary of Motormouth can't stop talking. He's been doing it the whole time, but no, according to Dickless, the absentee landlord, he's got to jump in and allow Craig, the fuckwit, more time to say the same stupid shit that he made up just a few minutes ago.
Your question, would you like me to answer your
Finish
question, Caleb?
it. Yeah,
Or
finish
would
it.
you like talking?
Finish it.
Okay. So,
Rage.
the actual mechanical description of how a helium balloon rises when there is
What? Mechanical description? Does he even know what mechanics is? I don't know. I digress. All right, let's see.
still gravity is very simple. The air, if you take the same volume of air as the balloon, there's more mass, more density.
Mass is meaningless. What the hell are you talking about? If you say take the same amount of air that's in the balloon, okay?
In that area, okay?
In what area? what the hell is he talking about? In the area of the balloon, the same amount of air? All right, I guess. All right, God.
Which means that if you do the calculations for gravity,
Why would you have to do any calculations? There are no calculations for gravity. Gravity doesn't exist. What calculations are you doing? Idiot.
there is more force acting on
Gravity's not a force. Didn't you hear Veritasium at the beginning of this presentation and us telling you for the past 8 years that gravity's not a force? Where are you getting the force from, dipshit? Just conjured it. There's a force now. Okay. My word.
the air than the balloon.
So there's a force on the air, but not on the balloon. What's the force on the air doing?
That means all the air around the balloon is pulled down with a stronger force.
What? Air, gas molecules go down, go boom, boom, go splash, splash. But not the helium balloon. What's pulling this air down? Wait a second. See, the air was created at or near the surface. How can it go down anymore? How did it get up if there's a force pulling stuff down? That doesn't make any damn sense. He's just conjuring this shit up. And, by the way, is this numpty dipshit saying that the air has weight? He is, right? Because he's saying there's a force that's pulling the air down. So that would mean air has weight. Yeah? Everyone following that? Lucy's got some splaining to do. Because if that be the case, let's say we'll say, okay, let's test this. So what we do is we take an object and we take it to a vacuum chamber. And what we're going to do, a non-evacuated vacuum chamber, and we're going to weigh it. So since he says essentially that air has weight, we take a weight, so it's going to be the air plus the object, right? So when you weigh the object, you're going to get a weight, and it's with the air. Now what we're going to do is we're going to evacuate all the air out of that chamber, and then we're going to weigh the object again. According to him, that object should weigh less. Follow? Because we evacuated the air that was giving more weight. Guess what happens? And this destroys the entire heliocentric spinning ball space monkey religion, along with fairy tale gravity, which was destroyed long before this. It takes it out back to the woodshed and bludgeons to a bloody, lifeless pulp. So you're screwed. You're screwed. It's over. Because that's what you're saying. Turn out the lights, baby. But thank you very much. We appreciate that. How else are you going to hammer that C4 fire together?
Worse than the balloon, which creates a force in the opposite direction.
Whoa, wait a second. Gravity's not a force anyway, but in your own fairy tale paradigm that's 108 years out of date, isn't the force have one vector and that's down? What's this other force? Who knows?
Directly perpendicular to the direction of gravity.
Direction of gravity has no direction. Where is point to it? Can somebody point? Honey, can you point to the direction of gravity? Fucking bozo.
See, that is buoyancy. FB equals rho VG.
FB equals rho. That's Archimedes. Is that Archimedes equation? Or did they hijack that sumbitch? Yeah, they hijacked that sumbitch.
The balloon goes up because it's less dense than the medium that encompasses it. It has nothing to do with the fake gravity assumption that you make. And if you look at the buoyancy equation, you can replace little g with little a, acceleration, and it all works out just the same.
Yeah, but that g is due to gravity, and gravity.
Gravity? Due to gravity? What's that?
Has been substantiated in many mountains
and mountains of evidence for a fairy tale that doesn't have even one tiny itty bitty experiment. You're a bozo.
So, you can say it hasn't, but it has.
No, it hasn't. You haven't demonstrated it. You haven't shown any experiments. Of course, you don't even know what an experiment is. You don't know what a hypothesis is. You don't know what an independent, dependent variable are. You are a retard. And he's looking over at his screen again.
You just ignore the experiments. And
no, we dealt with the experiments on episode 1 and 2. Well, not the experiments, the non-experiments. Because you don't know what an experiment is. Even if there was one, you wouldn't notice it.
Say that they don't do the thing that they claim they do.
Don't do the thing that they do. Sure.
And if it was electrostatics, then
oh boy, you would probably have to know what electrostatics are first. You should have probably. Well, I don't want to get into this. Excuse me. Sorry.
Excuse me, I'm getting over a cold. Give me 1 sec.
No, you're trying to get over dumb fuck retard. But it's not that easy. It's going to take a frontal lobotomy at the very least. And not that cranberry juice because you're on your period.
Not just electrostatics, by the way.
It's not just electrostatics. Right. You said it was part of it. Yeah, I got you. You got big problems with that, by the way, but I digress.
But if you're claiming that electrostatics is a large part of it, then...
No, he didn't claim that it was a large part of it. He claimed it was a part of it.
That means that you said that it was a part of it, right?
Yeah, but you said that he said it was a large part of it. But now you said that he said it was just a part of it. So it's somewhat of a difference. A large part versus a part. You retard. I mean, what is going on? Is he that stupid? He doesn't even know the things that he says 5 seconds ago. He's done it a number of times. What a retard you are. You're dumber than a bag of hammers.
Right?
It
Yes or
just
no?
decides the downward vector. Do you understand what I'm saying there? Do you need me to explain it to you?
And that would be a large part of it.
Here he goes with his large part of it. Now, just because you think it might be a large part, he didn't say that it was a large part. He said it was a part, you fucking moron. Don't you see the difference? My word.
But the downward vector is a very large part.
Oh, God. If he does this one more time, I'm going to have to take a break. I can't deal with this.
Things do what they do. But the downward vector would, if it's...
What downward vector? What about that perpendicular to downward vector? What's that?
To do electrostatics would have different forces applied based on the...
You're out of your depth. Tying your own shoes is out of your depth. I mean, electrostatics is like warped light year galaxies away from whatever you can deal with, Crayon Muncher. Friggin' bozo. Now the people friggin' feeding you on these monitors and stuff over here and over here might help you out, but you, no.
materials because of different charges.
Different charges of what? What's electrostatics?
But also we can isolate things like that by measuring the charges of things.
He thinks you can isolate things. Remember at the beginning, he kept on isolating stuff. What was he isolating them with? With predictions and mathematical models, right? That's how he isolates things. Fucking clueless clown.
Things and seeing if it's that. And also we can do experiments to see if...
Experiments? You wouldn't know what you don't know what an experiment is. How can you do an experiment? You don't know what one is. Demonstrably, we showed that over and over and over again. See episode 1 and 2.
If gravity acts in the opposite
direction. Gravity acts in the opposite direction now. What a clueless clown, man. Double speaking dizzy dipshit you are.
To up and down, like the Cavendish experiment.
Like the to up and down like the Cavendish was an experiment. You have never read the original paper on Cavendish, ever. If it was an experiment, look how stupid he looks. If this was an experiment, can you post the hypothesis for everyone?
Experiment. The Cavendish experiment shows that mass
didn't show anything, and mass is undefined.
Attracts mass horizontally.
It attracts it horizontally. Delusional schmuck.
Well, matching the predictions of...
Oh, that's matching predictions too. You don't know what scientific predictions are, idiot. Remember episode 1 and 2? You didn't know? Fucktard.
G equals gm1m2 over r squared.
So that's not Newton's equation. You mindlessly parroting and regurgitating formulas. That's not Newton's universal law of gravitation, fuckwit. I told you they all get it wrong. Did everyone catch what he got wrong? I'm not going to tell you. I must have done like 80 presentations on it. He probably spoke real or too fast for you to catch it. Rewind it and go back and try to pick it up. That's not Newton's universal law of gravitation. You booger-eating knuckle dragger. Thanks,
so
by the way.
You can actually calculate the universal gravitational constant.
No, you can't. No one's calculated it. Who calculated it? From 100, he's talking about 108 years debunked pseudoscience, folks. That he thinks that people calculate it. Fucking moron.
When you do the experiment.
What experiment?
And if it was electrostatics, according to your explanation...
He didn't explain anything. He didn't explain anything. He just said electrostatics. Saying electrostatics is not explaining it. You fucking moron. See, he's getting fed. Looking over at his feed screen. Just to make sure. Huh? Who's over here? Is this McBooger Eater? If I were a betting man, I would bet McBooger Eaters over here. Right over here in this black void. Yeah. Guy's a moron, man.
That would mean that the two masses, which are the same,
Mass doesn't exist. We went over this in episode 1. It's meaningless. It's undefined. It's like dividing by 0 or your IQ.
would have the same charge and repel each other, except they don't. They attract each other. So
it looks like this is that white paper technical language. You're going to have to slow it up, man. We're not following you. Getting retard.
it can't be electrostatic.
No, because the Cavendish experiment always works.
Not an experiment, Caleb. You should already know that. You need to start to police this stuff. There's a lot more bones, like skeleton bones, coming out here. I mean, it's like they're getting more pronounced as we go. Now, I like you, but you're going to have to start policing that shit up. Go ahead and message me. Let's have a discussion, me and you.
Work every single time with 100% accuracy.
Who gives a shit? It's not an experiment to begin with. So you're allowing him to beg the question. And it's telling me you don't know what experiments are either. That's what it's telling me.
When it's set up properly, yes.
How do you isolate electrostatics from the apparatus?
Oh, that's a good question. Even though you didn't define it, and he is absolutely clueless about it. Watch this step and fetch. That's a good question. Cool.
You
remember? Did he ask to isolate it? 1 second. Let me go back. Let's pull a fiver.
How do you isolate electrostatics from the?
Okay, since we already know, because we've been talking about this. This is the 3rd episode. Remember, Caleb asked him to isolate a number of things. What did this numpty dipshit say? I already gave away the answer a few minutes ago. To isolate things, you need predictions and mathematical models. How much you want to bet? Are we taking wagers that either predictions, I don't know what it's going to be, either predictions or mathematical models? Let's see what he says.
The apparatus.
You check to see if there is electrostatics being, that you can put, for instance, if you put it in a box.
You could check to see. Now, he didn't use his mathematical models or predictions. Son of a bitch. At least stay consistent. This is a joke. Now, how can you do it? How can you isolate electrostatics? Let's see what he says.
If there is electrostatics being, that you can put.
If there's electrostatics being, you could put. So now that's a sentence fragment. He's gonna pull this right out of his ass. He wouldn't know what electrostatics were if it climbed up his arse and started kicking footballs wrapped in Carolina Reaper laced concertina wire. So watch this idiot two-step try to pull this out of his ass.
For instance, if you put it in a box.
Put what in a box?
You could put something that is susceptible to movement of electrostatic energy.
Movement of electrostatics. He's got a similar disease as you, Caleb. You're going to have Craig Fuckwit define statics and then define movement. See if they're logically consistent with each other. You idiot dumb fuck. So kablooey, you just sat on that M80 or half a stick of dynamite and sat on a friggin' bonfire all by yourself. Thank you very much, dumb fuck.
Energy, like tissue paper hanging down to see if it's
tissue moving. Paper. Is there any electrostatics in the tissue paper? You don't know what electrostatics are. You're a fucking moron.
At all, if there's any electrostatics in that box.
Any electrostatics in there? Oh my god. There's electrostatics with the box, by the way. You fucking moron.
But again, if it was electrostatics,
that he's clearly clueless of, he doesn't know what electrostatics are.
Okay. Then the two masses, which are usually
mass doesn't exist, it's undefined.
the same material would have the same charge.
So he said the same damn thing. He just regurgitated. Of course, he added on his train wreck in the beginning, but more or less the same thing he's been saying for the past 5 minutes. Fucking bozo.
And the same charge repels, not attracts.
Oh, that's astonishing. That's profound. Honey, did you hear this?
But what we find in the Cavendish experiment...
Not an experiment. I think my wife's coming. Hold on a second. She ought to know better because I always do that, and she knows not to get up. All right, that's not her. Okay, we can continue.
Every single time when it's set up properly is that the masses attract. They never
Masses don't attract because mass is undefined.
repel. They always attract. If it
Undefined shit doesn't attract.
was electrostatics, they
Doesn't repel either. You don't know what electrostatics is.
would repel.
Shut
What is
up.
Polarization in the context of electrostatics?
Oh, polarization. You asking this numpty dipshit what polarization is? I don't know. I don't know. He might give you a definition of a kumquat. You just never know. All right, I'll let him train wreck himself. He's definitely going to.
It would be changing the direction.
Huh? Changing direction of what? What the fuck does that even mean? Changing direction? Are you listening to another debate and then commenting on his questions?
You don't know what polarization is?
No. He wouldn't know what polarization was if it climbed up his arse and started kicking footballs wrapped in Carolina Reaper lace concertina wire. Essentially, Caleb. Of course, you already know that. Uh-oh. Guess what he's doing, folks? He's looking over at his feed screen again. Yeah. McBooger Eater over here. McBooger Eater doesn't know what it is. Watch this.
Well, it would be changing the north to south.
It would be changing the what? North to south of what? What the fuck are you on about? That's what I'm talking about, folks. It's like idiot stepping and fetching. That's all this is. He's compromised. It's like, you know, when a child gets caught with their hand in a cookie jar, or they did something and you call them on it, you know, directly right there, and they start to make shit up. Incoherent shit. This is what's happening right now. He's got the intellectual and emotional maturity of like a 2-year-old max. What an embarrassment. What? Continue. Go on. He thinks he's cloaked. What a delusional clown.
It would be changing the direction of the charge.
You think there's a north to south when talking about electrostatics? Seriously,
Yeah, that's what he said.
Craig.
Scientism. That's why I stopped saying north to south. I've said the
No, you didn't stop saying north to south. You said north and south. Now you're trying to backtrack. This is really, really bad, man. Really, really bad. See, like James, I don't even have to do anything, man. He's doing it for me. I'm just sitting here commentating on it, pointing this stuff out, just trying to make sure these guys don't Jedi mind trick you out there. I'm keeping it real, right? I'm just highlighting these things. What a clown.
direction of the charge.
What is
fuck
polarization? And you can concede it's okay to not know things, Craig. What is polarization?
He doesn't know anything. Anything. He can't tie his shoes without a fleet of slobber nurses. We've already demonstrated that over and over and over again. See episode 1 and 2. Get the popcorn.
When talking about electrostatics.
Charge. Yeah, it would be the direction of the charge.
Here we go again.
No.
If you were to change
Not the direction of the charge.
Up to the other screen now. See, that didn't fly. McBooger Eater screwed up. Now it's over to his other screen. And Dickless, he isn't paying attention. I wonder if Caleb can see him. I'm thinking he can because he keeps looking straight ahead. But Dickless isn't paying attention. Look at this crayon muncher looking up. Let's see if he's going to get a different answer over here.
It's the flux.
Now he's typing. So he's either getting fed by two. He could be getting fed by the one over here and the one over here. Plus, he could have another window up that he can type in like a search engine. That's what I think is happening here. How much you want to bet? You'd lose. So he's typing away. What is polarization now? Because I hope he realizes that his cloaking mechanism is broke.
Of the positive or negative. It's the flux, and there's always polarized.
What the fuck is he doing? He said something. Did he say something to his screen? This is getting scary. Watch. Let me pull a fiver. Watch what he does.
Of the positive or negative. It's the flux, and there's all.
See? You see him speak? He wasn't speaking to Caleb because Caleb was talking. What in the fuck is going on here? What's going on here? I'm going to take a break. He's starting to irritate me. But this guy is the one that's really irritating me. You know what? The D over here, the absentee, dickless landlord. Why isn't he all over this? And Caleb, why aren't you saying anything? Now, I don't know if you can see him. So if you can't see him, I take that back with you. But you, dickless, you should be all over this. But he's not. Oh, boy. So, we got some more super chat. Hold on. James Richard again. Take a piece of paper and drop it in the medium of air. Take the same piece of paper and crumble it up on a ball. Then drop it in the same medium air and the results change. Exactly, James. Yep. Same piece of paper. Yep. Same piece of paper, different results. Hello? Yes, James. You're right on it. Roger Ledwell, you seem to be all over these treatments and stuff. Thank you, sir. Do you think Dean's going to help the narrative? I don't know. I'd like to talk to Dean. Like I think, I don't know Dean personally, but he seems like an approachable guy. He's pretender clowning a little bit. I know that because he hasn't done his research. That's how I know that. I'd like to talk to him. James Richard, there's a super chat before this one. I already got that one. James Richard again. I wish Caleb was QE. Damn it. You wish Caleb was QE. That's twist. Oh, I get that. That won't happen, dude. That's not going to happen. Unless the degenerate has $10,000, then I could be in Caleb's spot. 10 grand. That's my price. That because he's going to have to pay for me to put up with his nonsensical, degenerate, reprobate, retard horseshit. Nothing less. But I got you, James. Thanks. All right, now what's the question that I asked? I forgot. What was the question? Have you guys been paying attention? See, now this is a test. Because I forgot the question that I went out to you guys with. Because I'm going to have to go back there and figure it out because I totally forgot it. All right, let me go back. Let me see what this idiot says. Let's put him over here. Let's go back. Oh, I got to do this.
Always pulse.
If you were to change
Not the direction of the charge. It's the flux of the positive or negative. It's the flux, and there's always polarization to matter. And
was I asking, what do you guys think about this? Shit, I can't even remember. We'll continue.
Every single piece of matter that exists in reality is electrostatic. And guess what? Electrostatics is 10 to the 39th power stronger than the weak force of gravity.
Only at small distances. You always forget to mention that one. But
He always forgets to mention that? Are you always with him to make that claim that he always forgets to mention that? You see how just the little stuff doesn't make any damn sense. There, Craig the fuckwit. Are you going to let him divert away from this electrostatics polarization stuff? I hope not.
again,
We don't want to hear it again. We want to know what, I think the last thing he asked was polarization. Man.
you keep jumping over this point, Caleb, right?
What point? He keeps asking you questions you can't answer. You didn't have a fucking point. You can't even keep track of the conversation. You're just making shit up. Incoherent, disconnected shit up.
Right? Let's assume that it is to do with electrostatics.
You don't know what electrostatics is. I don't think Caleb does either, to be honest with you. He may have a superficial knowledge. I'm not gonna venture a guess. I don't think he knows what it is.
That's what decides the vector. That would mean that
What would decide what vector? What the hell are you talking about? He's clueless.
in the Cavendish experiment,
It's not an back to the Cavendish horseshit. Like a dog returning to its vomit.
the thing that would decide the vector of the masses moving towards each other would also be
What decides? Something sentient only can decide.
electrostatics.
Electrostatics or your fairy tale fuckwit gravity isn't sentient. So it can't make decisions. So you're a reifying reprobate retard.
But in the Cavendish experiment, the
Cavendish, what? He keeps on saying fucking Cavendish experiment. Not an experiment. You're a moron.
masses are the same.
Mass is undefined. So it's definitely not masses. Unless you can define it. Which you can't.
They would have the same charge, which
No.
would repel. Right?
No. Hence why I'm telling you there's polarization.
So he asked him a question, why not? And then when he starts to talk, he opens his incoherent blowhole every single time. And then he's going to charge Caleb with over-talking him. That's where we're at here. We're in fairy tale fuckwitville with delusional reprobate retards like this moron. That's where we're at. See what he's doing? Can't shut the fuck up.
Repel if they have the
Are you
same
going to let
charge.
me get my point? You want to hear?
No, no, not usually. He'll overtalk everyone because he's a dumb fuck. Look at him.
You asked me a question. You want to hear the point, Craig?
Would love to.
Okay.
Why don't you stop him, dickless? Why don't you say, hey, well, let's just shut up, Craig, and let's hear, because you've done it that Caleb a number of times, right? But nothing from you. You looked up. At least you looked up.
So there's polarization to grounded apparatus. There's still polarization, meaning that the electrons, the assumed electrons, which I don't believe in, are moving through the masses to the ground.
What the fuck was that? Did you see that? He did that same shit on the other episodes, man. What? See, I'm not looking at Caleb. I'm staring at this daft fuckwit. Watch this, dudes. Watch this. Caleb's talking. I'm going to pull 5 seconds back. Caleb's talking. This fucking retard is looking at his feed screen, on his left-hand side feed screen. Watch his reaction coming up. Watch close.
Electrons, the assumed electrons, which I don't believe in, are moving through the masses to the ground.
What the fuck, dude? What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? Holy shit. What is that? Is that a demon First of all, what would elicit that reaction? It definitely wasn't anything from what Caleb said. I know he's not even paying attention to what Caleb said. Let's turn this back. Watch this again, folks. 5 seconds. Keep an eye on him. And then just listen to what Caleb's saying in the background, which is pretty innocuous. Watch what he does.
The electrons, the assumed electrons, which I don't believe in, are moving through the masses to the ground. So
Oh, fuck, man. That's a demon. Scary, dude.
there's a constant polarization, meaning a flux to the positive and negative charge, which changes based on the reference frame of the two masses that are supposed
What the fuck are you doing? You pumpkin pie rooster haircutted freak. Your behavior is fucking scary. Wow.
to be attracting towards each other. So they're not the same exact electron.
There he goes, typing away again. You guys, I'm going to keep it on this screen so I can, I don't want to look at him. I'm about ready to vomit, but I need to keep an eye on him. Now, as you can see, he's typing away in his feed screen, the left-hand one.
Electrostatic charge at all times. There is a flux, which could cause them to tend towards each other.
What the? Now he's going to read off the answer.
But wait, so by grounded.
But wait. So sorry. He's delaying. This is absolutely pathetic. It's pathetic. And you know why? Let me show you why. Here it is. The dickless one. That's why that he's being allowed to do this. Because we have an absentee landlord. That treasonous, treacherous traitor. The dickless Jaren. That's what the D stands for. Unbelievable, folks.
Is neutral though.
Oh, he looked up.
You think there's neutral in electrostatics?
When you ground.
Do you think, the question is, do you think there's neutral in electrostatics? Not the ground, dumb fuck. He's deflecting away again. I wonder if Caleb's going to catch on to it.
Equipment. It's grounded.
We were with polarization, but we're off that topic now, too, because he successfully Jedi mind tricked Caleb off it with his dumb fuckery.
When you ground the Cavendish experiment, it's grounded.
Cavendish never performed an experiment. You don't know what an experiment is. When you ground it, the fuck?
To the Earth, which is neutral.
Okay. Yeah. No.
Right, no. He's saying the Earth is, the surface of the Earth is neutral. I don't think so, clown fuck.
Earth's surface, wait, hold on. You think the Earth's surface is neutral, or is it negative to 500,000 coulombs? Yes or no?
I've read that before. Where have I read that at? It'll come to me.
That wasn't my question. You can't.
That wasn't. No, he was the one that was asking the question. You fucking idiot. Your question. It was his question.
Answer my question with a question.
You didn't have a question. He had the question. This is where we're at. You fucking idiot. What a fucking clown. What was your question?
You do know that grounding is neutral. Right?
That wasn't. So was that your question? Sounds like a statement. That's not what he said. This is a red herring fallacy. You're not dealing with what his question asked. Can you ask him again, Caleb? Holy fucking shit.
You do realize that the ground of the Earth is negative, right?
Yeah, there you go. He asked him again. Let's see what he does.
Question.
This is incredible.
Up, he's looking over at his feed screen. You're screwed right now, dipshit. You are absolutely screwed, and Caleb caught you. Why aren't you looking up and watching him looking at his screen when he's compromised? Let's see what he does.
Dude.
Oh, he's looking intently at that screen. Why are you delaying? Aren't you looking? What in the world is going on here?
Go ahead, Craig.
Honestly,
Answer.
incredible.
So when you ground, right, you're talking to someone who's done engineering.
Ah! Now he's gonna play this shit up. You're talking. Listen, you're talking to someone that's got a feed screen over to the left that he's looking at right now. You wouldn't know what fucking engineering was, and it's not science, by the way. If engineering climbed up your arse and started kicking footballs wrapped in Carolina Reaper lace concertina wire, you fucktard. And who we're talking to is a fucking degenerate reprobate retard. A ball-tard bum sniffer, in other words. That's you. Let's get that straight right now.
So
You're not an electrician.
when you ground things,
Oh, now he's looking at this screen. So he couldn't find anything on this feed screen. Now he's looking at this feed screen, and trying to construct in that feeble walnut piece of horse shit that he's got between his ears along with the black hole. He's trying to formulate something feebly. Everyone see it? Yeah, not that hard.
the Earth.
The Earth. Did he say Earth? I'm going back. Earth with an F.
So
You're not an electrician.
when you ground things, the Earth, the ground
He didn't do it that time.
is typically considered at neutral or 0 voltage.
What? The ground. He said the surface, so you're talking the same thing. I think you're mistaken there, fucktard.
The Earth, the ground is neutral. That's why you ground.
No. That's why you ground it? I don't think so, fuckwit.
Yes.
Yeah! Yeah, yes! Aha! Don't put me through this.
The surface of the Earth is neutral to you or negative? Hold on, calm down, Craig.
Answer his question. They're talking about he is purposely not dealing with Caleb's question here. Caleb's question is specific. Does the surface of the Earth have a charge? That's his question. This fuckwit answering something else.
Before you rage, you're going to get clipped. You're going to get clipped.
Insanely confused.
Your feigned exasperations here are only making matters worse for your dumbass, Sally. My God.
You don't understand that.
You going to let me talk?
Is neutral.
Hey, he's not letting him talk, dickless. You better jump in here.
You're going to let me talk now?
Please do. Try and
Simple question. Simple question, Craig. Okay, keep yapping.
Yeah, he's drinking his cranberry juice. He's on his period.
You want to keep going? Keep yapping, Craig. Go.
Go, Caleb.
No, I'm waiting for you to explain to me how ground isn't neutral. You're changing.
Explain. You don't know what explanations are. Remember, we already went over that. So even if he did start with an explanation, you wouldn't recognize it. You'd probably think it was a description.
All of electrical engineering here.
Oh, now we're going to take the hand wave, all of it. We're going to take all encompassing, all engineering, huh, Craig Fuckwit? You're going to get your ass handed to you here in a few seconds.
Brilliant. Go ahead.
Yet that you're not. Back to his left hand feed screen with Dickless's head down.
Here, Craig. Very simply, buddy. Is the Earth's surface negative or positively charged?
You can't get any more clear than that. Look at him, look. You pretender clown fuckwit. Ball-tard bum sniffer. You're busted. It looks like his face should be on a wanted poster. She said, I'm going to go back. Check this out, man. That was pretty fucking funny.
Surface negative or positively charged?
Yeah, boy, that's classic, man. Classic dumb fuck. Well,
what's that got to do with grounding?
Oh my God, dude. I'm sorry. Holy shit. Listen, Let me go ahead and finish this part up. I gotta take a break. This is too fucking stupid.
Holy shit! If you can't understand, I can't.
Then he starts laughing. What a fucking clown. This is woefully pathetic.
Can't tell if you're rage baiting me with stupidity at
No, he's too busy looking at his feed screens.
this point.
You really don't that green and yellow wire that
What fucking green and yellow wire?
is comes out your electric meter.
Electric meter? What the fuck do you guys got over there in Englandville? The fuck?
You don't understand that that's the ground. That's
No, that wasn't his question. His question is a very simple one. Does the surface of the earth have a positive or negative charge? Not your fucking electric meter, you glue sniffing fungus muncher. My God, are you stupid?
neutral.
Is the Earth's surface
He's going to say it again. Good job, Caleb.
negative or positive?
Up, he's got to go back to the well. He's got to go back to asking or typing or looking on his screen for the answer.
Positive, Craig.
Look at him.
Answer the question.
Typing away, laughing. Look at him fucking laughing like an abject moron. You're fucking busted, dipshit. Clown.
You haven't answered any of mine.
Dumb fuck. You haven't answered any of my questions while I'm typing away to get the answers off the internet. You piece of shit degenerate. Listen, hey folks, I can't. I gotta take a break. When I get to that point, it's can't. So. All right, another super chat. James Richard. What is the Yeah, exactly, James. What is the hypothesis, independent, dependent, and control variables, along with the conclusion thereof? Exactly, James, you got it. Yep. He doesn't know. That fucking guy doesn't know. He couldn't spell cat if I spotted him the C and the A. There is no doubt about that. None. He's an imbecile. And so fucking scary, dudes. I mean, that behavior. Oh. Gag me with a spoon. Fucking Freddy Krueger would retract. He did that shit on another episode. Remember I stopped it on that one? I don't know whether it was the first one or the second one. Where he did that. He squinted his eyes and you could see his teeth. That's fucking creepy, dudes. Creepy. Cat, C-A-T. He could stop the cap, but he can't spell cat if I spotted him the C and the A. Yeah, definitions. Telephone definition. You know what words mean? You know the Socratic method? You know to define shit? You know, stuff like that. Oh, yeah, we got to take a break in place, guys. Iron FE says, in early days of telegraph transmission, Earth ground plates used Earth connectivity paths to send the electrical signals, not wires. Interesting. Some hundreds of miles in straight lines. Huh. Interesting. I'm not the electrical engineer, by the way, but I take it that on your word there, Effie. Yeah, he just won't answer the question, though. But that's his way of deflection. And his delaying, trying to get his feed squared away so they can get on board. Patently obvious. Right, so he just makes dumb shit up like an incoherent second grader. Getting caught with his hand in a cookie jar. We've all witnessed the behavior, probably had some of this behavior with our own selves back in when we were in second grade. That's how we know it. That's why we know how we know that you're not cloaked. We thought we were cloaked back then too, but we weren't. Yeah, you can usually, I've done that a couple times myself, zap myself with it. Yep, that one's hot. yeah, done that. More than once. What about colorblind people? You know, with the different colored wires? They'd have a hell of a time, wouldn't they? Did they have braille wires so you could tell which one's which? Just a thought. All right, listen. Let me go get some more water. You'd figure I'd have enough water here, by the way, but I don't. Let me go get some water, and I'll be right back. Smoke them if you got them. Oh, yeah. You shouldn't be smoking anyway, by the way. All right, folks, I'm back. Back some book. There's more people in here now than when I left. Man, maybe I should just not say anything. I don't think there's a direct correlation. All right, let's see what we got here. Where are we at with this numpty dipshit? So I think we're at. Let me put this guy on. Where are these guys at? Hold on a second, folks. Up. Aha. Let's do that first. So I think we were talking about Caleb was asking him a specific question, but he wouldn't answer it. We're like 5-6 minutes deep into this numpty dipshit because he's thinking. I don't know. Listen, let me rephrase that. I don't know what the fuck this retard's thinking. But he has asked a simple question. Does the surface of the ground have a positive or negative charge? It's a very simple question, right? It can be answered in less than a Planck time, but here we are 5 or 6 minutes later because we have a pretender clown, degenerate, reprobate fraud that thinks that, I don't know, he's getting away with something here, and he's not. That's where we're at.
Caleb.
All right, we can move past.
So you're going to avoid the question? Should we just move on?
Yeah, we can do that, but let's see if you both will answer the question. Just answer simply, Caleb, whether or not grounding is neutral, and Craig, whether or not the ground of Earth is positive or neutral, or negative.
Okay.
That's some stupid shit. His question, that's stupid. He doesn't know what's going on here either. Caleb, okay. His question's nonsensical. It doesn't have anything to do with what you asked him. Oh, boy.
So there is charge and discharge.
Yep.
So it is discharging to the ground of the earth because positives tend towards negatives.
He's still reading his screen. Look at him. Degenerate.
The earth's surface, which has been measured by physics, you can look there.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Measured by physics. Nah, that doesn't make any sense. Just measured. Physics doesn't measure anything. You reifine physics. It's a category error.
This up in the physics lectures of Richard Feynman, where he admits that the earth's
yep.
surface
That's where I seen it. That's exactly where I seen that. Good job.
is negatively charged, hence why the positive of the atmosphere flows through the
I do have to stop it every time they say atmosphere for a point of order, Your Honor. Just in case somebody new pops in. Atmosphere is a contradiction. It's a paradox. Because atmo means air. Air is a gas. Sphere is a shape. Gases have no inherent shape.
apparatus going to the earth discharging. There's no such thing as neutral charge. There's no such
Exactly. Good job.
thing as the earth being a neutral charge.
No, the surface of the earth. Surface. Remember your question. Don't let him Jedi mind trick. What the fuck? Let me do this. Maybe you guys can't see this. What is that? What is this? And I'm going to vomit. My word.
It is a negative charge, so there's polarization to the apparatus where the flow of the electrostatics goes into the
He hasn't taken his eyes off the screen over here.
apparatus through the wire to the ground and discharges to the ground. This is very simple. Craig should understand this if he's such a smart physicist.
He's not a physicist.
Okay.
Never was a physicist. Right. So,
What?
Yeah. So the Earth.
What the fuck did he say?
Smart physicist.
Okay.
Never was a physicist. Right.
I can't catch it, folks. It cut out.
So, yeah. So the Earth's surface is generally considered to be electrically neutral overall.
Really? That's interesting. So somebody must have fed him that information. That's wrong, by the way. Just fucking measure it. You dumbass cracker. This is not a mystery wrapped in an enigma. This is really something pretty easy to do.
According to physics, and this is actually
According to fucking physics. Really, let's call physics. Do you have their email? How about a phone number? They have an Instagram? You're just a bozo.
coming
Okay.
to the Feynman gave. Overall neutrality on a large scale, the Earth is electrically neutral, meaning as
Large scale of the earth. You see what I'm saying, folks? That wasn't Caleb's question. Caleb didn't ask about the overall earth, that is the earth as a whole. Caleb asked him specifically, is the surface positively or negatively charged? See the difference? He's into a composition fallacy. Fucking clown.
equal number of positive and negative charges. This is the fundamental principle in electrostatics. There are, however, local and temporal variations.
Okay. We can go on to the next thing.
You just didn't answer his question, and you fucked it up. That's simple.
I don't know if you want to lead us, Craig. What topic you want to go to?
I'm happy for Caleb to keep shouting out the things we want to talk about.
Yeah, because he's just going to read his feed screens. He doesn't care. And have them fuck his answers up.
This is fun.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we're having a load of fun exposing your dumbass. It's been so many instances. I lost count. But people can start off with episode 1 and laugh their ass off the whole way through this one, and we're probably not going to make it to the end, folks. And the next one. Because it's all going to be stupid shit. Proffered by you.
Yeah, so I just looked it up. I said, is the Earth's surface negative or positive? Negatively charged.
See, this is cool, though, because he looked it up and he said he looked it up. That's fine. I don't have an issue with that. And he looked over this direction. He's barely looked over here the whole time. He's been looking straight ahead almost the whole time. Let's go back, see what it said.
Yeah, so I just looked it up. I said, is the Earth's surface negative or positive? Negatively charged. The funny thing is, everyone else has the internet too, Craig. So I challenge everybody in the audience, please just Google, is the Earth's surface negative or positive? And you'll figure out that Craig's just running around trying to avoid this question.
It's like finding one answer that Google was giving you before reading a paper or something.
Before reading a paper or something? Well, you just did it. What the fuck does a paper have to do with anything? What does that mean? Before you read a paper on it? Like I said, number one, you didn't. You've been fed the information, you fuckwit. What the fuck is he talking about? Why would you have to read a paper on this? What type of paper? What color was the paper? What font? Fucking clown.
Or something.
Yeah, you're something.
Are you trying to say that I haven't read physics books?
Oh, God, please don't go down this road.
Are you me, Craig? Have you seen everything that I've read, all the literature that I've read?
I said you just looked it up.
Like you did.
Yeah.
I doubt that you looked it up. You probably got it fed to you. But you were typing, so okay.
Actually,
right. Do you want me to share screen?
Yeah. I'm because I've just searched the same thing. And I'm guessing you've seen this thing that says negative. The Earth's surface charge is negative, which
because that's what it is.
which is on something from Wikipedia about atmospheric electricity.
Wikipedia? That's your alma mater. What's the problem?
Electricity, right?
Here, let me just share screen real quick. I got you, Craig. Don't worry, buddy.
Oh, he's been screwed the whole
pull it
time.
up.
Sure.
Is it up?
Yeah, go
We
ahead.
good?
Yep.
Is the Earth's surface negative or positive? Negatively charged. Done. Boom.
Where is this from? The electric charge of the whole Earth is 0. Yeah, see, that's what Craig Dumbfuck's talking about, according to charge neutrality principle. However, the surface of the Earth is negatively. That's what I was talking about. Craig, you're in a fuckwit composition fallacy. You didn't listen to his question. Shocking. He must have said it 6 fucking times.
Yeah.
But I don't know what reference this. It doesn't give a reference. I can't. A lot of this stuff is too blurry to read. I could probably look it up, but nah, I'd rather eat glass shards. Let's move on. You're a fucktard.
That's fine.
I mean, concede that you were wrong.
No, that ain't ever gonna happen. He's too stupid to figure out he's wrong.
Well, again, just looking at a Google search doesn't show anything.
Holy, shut your fucking mouth.
If you read the actual papers,
the papers, it's just a measurement. You fuckwit. Oh, sorry. I need to keep it down. Oh, boy.
you find out that overall, on a large scale,
he's not talking about a large scale, you retard. He's talking about the fucking surface. Goodness gracious, you're a dumb fuck.
when you take the entire Earth into account.
Oh my God. Please. Show me. You can't be this stupid. You just can't be. Even on purpose, you can't be this stupid.
it's electrically neutral because there's an equal amount of positive and negative charges. But
So you're saying it's
and temporal variations that can tend
Shut the fuck up.
toward the negative side.
That's not what he asked you, you
cool.
dumb fuck.
I'll leave that up to the audience. I think I've substantiated my point.
Yeah, you did. Let's
so
move
I'd
on.
like to hear again. How do we know we're other than assuming that videos from satellites suggest that we're
Oh yeah, I remember those videos from satellites. Did we get to see one of those videos? Did he provide evidence of that, Caleb? Or he just said it? Yeah, he just said it.
orbiting around the sun? Do you not agree with Einstein that there's no optical or terrestrial experiments to suggest we're moving around the sun?
Agree with Einstein wouldn't know what an experiment was if it climbed up his arse. Yada, yada, yada. He never performed a scientific experiment in his life either, so I don't know what the point is about Einstein.
Yeah, again, he's literally just talking about things like the MMN, the Michelson-Morley experiment, interferometer experiment.
That's not an experiment. That one isn't either. You are a dumb fuck, dude.
Things like that. When you read the paper, he would.
And things like that. Read the
things that
paper.
he's talking about.
Got to get the paper. Get the papers.
Right, he says that there's no optical experiment terrestrial that would be able to show that, and by that,
Yeah, there wouldn't be. It's a category error, right? Because that is natural cause and effect relationships, and you're asking a what is question. You degenerate, reprobate, retard. It's a simple category error. Fuckwit.
optical experiment, he means like an interferometer.
So you know what he means, huh? Or is that your feed screen telling you that's what he means? How do you know what he means? Idiot.
He doesn't mean to. There isn't other ways.
Did he say there were other ways?
To show that the Earth is orbiting
Like
the sun.
what?
There's many ways to show that.
Did he say them? You're saying that there's many ways, but you're a glue-sniffing fungus muncher. Demonstrated.
The Earth is orbiting the sun. You can dismiss satellites.
Well, dismiss satellites? No, we're not dismissing them. They're in a second law of thermodynamics violation 1, and they ain't looking at the Earth in 24 hours and then providing a video of it going around the sun. You fucking moron.
That's great. If you want to just, I know it's something that flat earthers love to do is just
Flat Earth, something that flat earthers love to do. That's a stereotype fallacy. So either a straw man or a baseless assertion fallacy is right on deck. So which one's it going to be?
straight out dismiss evidence. So that's fine.
Straight out dismiss evidence. That's fucking, it's a baseless assertion fallacy off a stereotype. That's a fallacy also.
We'll go without the satellites, but you can
Yeah, let's go without the satellites.
do simple like observation of the stars.
So observation of the stars, what does that do? That's not a test. That's just observing stars. What's that going to do?
Parallax of the star change.
Parallax? He doesn't know what parallax is. Trigonometric parallax? No fucking way. There ain't a chance. He's heard the word before, but parallax. Yeah, you don't know what it is. And by the way, there, sunshine, for those parallax angles, those are elevation angles, by the way. Can you acquire an elevation angle from a spheretard? Nope. Geometrically impossible. You're a dumb fuck.
Throughout the year to show that it is the observations and predictions.
You don't have any predictions because predictions are scientific hypotheses, and this isn't even in that category. Even if it was, you wouldn't know what one is.
Of the Earth orbiting the sun.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah. So what if they just, well, hold on. How do we decide, because the stars are changing over the course of the year, how do we prove that it's the Earth motion rather than just the star?
No, stars are moving, not changing. Good to be precise here, Caleb.
Stars moving. How do we do that, Craig?
Oh, he corrected himself. You're good.
Well, we could measure to see if the Earth's rotating.
You could measure to see if the Earth's rotating. Really? How are you going to do that?
That answers that. And
That answers that. That's not a fucking answer.
No, we're talking about the orbit. Separate motions, Craig. We're talking about the orbit.
Oh, the stars moving show different things, but if you're talking about
The stars moving show different things. That's astonishing. That's why we love you. Your meticulous attention to excruciating detail. OCD like.
stars movements throughout the year, then to show that that's not the stars moving, we can compare it with other data.
Did he say other? Let me go back. Is anyone keeping track of many of these through and others and scientific methods? Let's see if he does it.
To show that that's not the stars moving, we can compare it with other data.
Yep, he did it. Other data. Too funny, man. Somebody keeping track of this? Like I said, I'm not. Don't worry about it.
Like stuff from satellites and stuff. But
like stuff from satellites and stuff and stuffs. From stuff like satellites and stuffs and more stuffs. Fucking bozo.
You've already pre-dismissed all.
Well, you've already pre-dismissed. How do you pre-dismiss? Pre-dismiss what? You haven't provided anything. Caleb's fucking losing it. Pre-dismiss. Can you explain what pre-dismissal is?
All that. We could also go to experiment done in
experiment done. Number one, there is no experiment in this genre. Because that would be a cause and effect relationship where he's asking a what is question. So cause and effect are hows and whys. This is a what is question. So experiments won't adjudicate this, you fucking moron of a crayon munching clown. What a dipshit.
1967.
Wow, that's important. 1960. The year's not going to change the category.
They used radar to measure the distance to the sun.
Yeah, right. And fucking Penelope Pitstop was Bruce Lee's grandfather. Do you hear what he said, folks? Let's go back just to make sure. See, he's looking over here. See, that's a McBooger Eater train wreck. See, McBooger Eater's over here. I'll guarantee it. Let's pull a J. Let's make sure of what he said.
We could also go to experiment done in 1967 where they used radar to measure the distance to the sun. And
thank you very much. So he said they use radar to measure the distance to the sun. See, radar is light. Yeah? So the light that this is nonsensical, but let's go with it. He's saying that they shot radar or light from the earth to the sun, and it reflected off the sun and came back to the earth. That's what he's saying implicitly. So let's take a look at this. From Brown University, one of the most prestigious universities in the entire friggin' world. The sun is a black body. Uh-oh. From Science Direct. Black body radiation, section 1.14.4.1. A black body is a body that absorbs all wavelengths of light. No light is reflected. Turn out the lights, baby. Literally. And therefore, at low temperature, it appears black. Emission from a black body is temperature dependent, and at high temperature, a black body will emit a spectrum of photon energies that span the visible range, and therefore it will appear white. The sun is an example of a high temperature black body. Let's pile on. Same section. Number 2, absorptivity. A black body surface completely absorbs external irradiation. It's all over, baby. Regardless of the direction and wavelength distribution, its surface absorptivity is always 1. So alpha wavelength equal alpha equal 1. The reflectivity of a black body is always a balltard's IQ. What's that? 0. Turn out the lights, crayon crunching clown. This is what you get for mindlessly parroting other balltard bum sniffers. That's what you get right there. Ah, you like me now? You fucking clown. That'll be that.
And the fact that the Earth had moved a certain amount during the time that the radar being traveled
Yeah, that's, yes, yes. And Aphrodite was actually Elmer Fudd in drag and was directly responsible for the Tet Offensive.
to the sun and back. I will give the paper.
Okay,
Well, give your paper. I fucking ripped that paper to shreds in front of McBooger Eater. I did that say hello to my little friend and shot that shit so full of holes. You clown. You're exposed yet again.
Do you understand how many begging the question fallacies, including the speed of light, is in the statement that you just made? That is just saying that we've shot.
Yeah, I did that same thing to McBooger Eater. It was on the same topic of discussion. Interesting.
Radar waves out to the sun and they came back, and it's a predicted amount of time that it took them to came back. We don't know the speed of light, Craig. That's going to keep coming up if you keep assuming it.
But it's not assumed. The speed of light is about 180,000.
Haven't we been already over this? No, it's not. That's not the one-way speed of light. And we've already been over this, haven't we? He's respawned again. Why are we back? Oh, because he brought it. Sorry, Caleb. Yep.
Miles a second.
Have we measured the one-way speed of light?
We've measured the return.
Yeah, he's going to say the return speed. Yeah, you fucking ignoramus. The return speed is a fucking one-way. Like I said, folks, you can't be this stupid. You're just mindlessly parroting abject horseshit that you heard. There's no scrutiny here to say something like that. It's just fucking stupid. Go back. I'll let him say it. I knew he was going to say it again because we already train wrecked him in the first episode when he said it the first time. Let's go back another 5.
That's going to keep coming up if you keep assuming it.
But it's not assumed. The speed of light is about 180,000 miles a second.
Have we measured the one-way speed of light?
We've measured the return speed of light. That's what matters.
What a dumb fuck. You just train wrecked yourself, you stupid moron. Bozo.
That's all that matters. You don't think that measuring the one-way speed of light is important to claiming the speed of light, Craig? Seriously?
No, he doesn't. He's a moron.
No, we can see how long it takes to get somewhere and back. No reason it would change. You would have to give a reason for the change.
No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. They've been trying to figure that out. Of course, that proves how stupid they are. They didn't realize that it's forever illusory. But you can read about this shit, them trying to figure it out. But, yeah, they didn't catch on just yet. Just let them go. Just give them a piece of colored tape. It'll keep them busy for hours.
Engine speed over distance. But anyway.
Got the fuck up.
Incredible.
No, anyway, you keep saying, I love that flat earthers constantly go,
Here we go. Another stereotype fallacy. What's coming next? Either a straw man and or a baseless assertion fallacy.
That's a fallacy, that's a fallacy, that's a fallacy. Are you aware of the fallacy, Caleb?
Yeah, we are, but no one's invoked the fallacy. So why would you bring it up? You're full of fucking logical fallacies, that's for sure. But no one brought up a single incidence of a case of a fallacy. You don't know what a fallacy is, do you? If you did, you wouldn't have brought it up.
That says even if an argument may contain fallacious reasoning doesn't mean that it's wrong.
No one said that your arguments were wrong based on your fallacies. So why did you bring it up? And it sure doesn't make them fucking right. Hey, idiot crayon muncher, if you use a fallacy during your argumentation, then that makes your argument void. Like that space between your ears? Void. So that means you have to come up with another non-fallacious argument that makes sense, dumb fuck. Get it? I doubt it. Have one of your slobber nurses try to explain it to you.
Well, this one is wrong because you have not substantiated the speed of light, hence why you can't senses from assuming radio waves and their propagation rates to being returned back to the Earth. So
he's back typing away. Yo, Dickless, you're missing it again.
you can't prove the one-way speed of light. It could be going 75,000 miles per hour in one direction, and it could be going 90,000 miles per hour in the other direction. You can't prove that. There's no way to substantiate it. Hence why it's very necessary to measure the one-way speed of light, and current physics is addressing this.
Nah, they're not. They can't address it. It's forever illusory. It's not a physics topic anyway. Why? Because it's not a natural cause and effect relationship. You're trying to figure out a what is or existence question that has nothing to do with natural science, Caleb. It sounds pedantic, but it's not. It's very important.
Again,
we don't want to hear nothing again from your dumbass. That's all you do is just fucking regurgitate your stupid shit that you've been fed.
Physics is about making assumptions.
No, that's the stupidest statement ever uttered by a ball-tard bum sniffer, and we just catastrophed your ass the other day when you said it. So I don't know why you're incoherently bringing up your bullshit again. It's just stupid. It's just ball jitsu. That's where they start punching own selves in the face. Or when they think they have a rebuttal, they stick their chin out.
and science is about making assumptions and
Shut the
testing
fuck up.
those assumptions through the hypothesis.
You don't know what a hypothesis is. Shut the fuck up.
I don't like this, but that
It's not that we don't like it. You're a fucking moron. Demonstrated, by the way.
It's not the scientific method. That's only two parts of the scientific
No, that's no parts of the scientific method. He's a fucking retard.
method. You need to follow the entire thing, buddy.
literally is an assumption.
Literally is. What does literally mean? Are you going to support any horse shit that's come out of your mouth today? If not, then what's the difference between you and your average village idiot that makes baseless assertion after baseless assertion after contradictory baseless assertion, sometimes within the same breath? What's the difference between you and him? Let me clue you. None. You're a village fucking idiot.
Assumption, and
No.
I'm the only one that through the entire thing.
You haven't proven shit.
Ignore the experiments.
You don't know what an experiment is.
I'm not ignoring the experiments, I'm debunking them.
You can't debunk something he hasn't provided. You have to have some modicum of evidence/proof in order to debunk something. He hasn't done that. He hasn't done that at all. That sounds pedantic, but it's not.
No, you haven't debunked anything. You
Shut the fuck up.
Okay,
failed.
so
You haven't provided anything to debunk. You're a moron.
So you say to prove the Earth orbits around the sun, we look at the stars and see their motion, right? That's what you said, right, Craig?
Evidence that suggests.
Evidence doesn't suggest. Evidence is proof. We've already been over that. So evidence doesn't suggest. Because suggestion would take sentience. And evidence or proof, that those are concepts, number one. And number two, they're not sentient.
Oh my gosh.
We look at all evidence together.
Put all the proof together. All the proof of what?
That's what.
That's. Idiot.
Again, that's what you do with science. You look at all.
No, that's not what you do with science. Now he's going to wax fuckwit philosophical and start throwing his arms around like a dipshit. You're a moron. You'd fail 5th grade general science. We already established that.
All of the evidence presented.
Shut the fuck up.
And come to a conclusion.
Shut the fuck
and
up.
all of the evidence together, including all
Shut
the
the
evidence
fuck up.
of looking at the stars.
Evidence of looking at the stars. That's not evidence. That's looking. That's observing something. That's not evidence, retard. Hey, look at this fucking clown. My word.
movements, all the evidence of using radar to measure
Evidence. I already train wrecked you. You're fucking through. That's not evidence. You're just a fuckwit.
the distance to the sun.
Yeah.
All the evidence.
How'd that turn out for you?
Of
all the evidence for what?
Everything that we can see.
All the evidence for everything that we can see. Just flailing fuckwit. That's what you are.
And throughout science.
Throughout science. Did he say throughout or throughout? Let's go back.
Of everything that we can see and throughout science.
Yup. F. Do you see his lip curl? Throughout.
Put it all together and we come to one conclusion. We don't.
That's the stupid shit. Come to one conclusion about what? You're taking everything that we observe. This is stupid on a fundamental level. This doesn't make any fucking coherent sense. So we're taking evidence of everything that we observe and come to one conclusion. You are a fuckwit. This is beyond fuckwit. Retard. This is beyond that. They don't have a category for this. I need a break, guys. I'm starting to steam. All right, what's going on out here? We got some more super chat. Let's see, where did I stop? What? Oh, we stopped with James with the hypothesis. So Roger, he is a Saturnarian. It's his demon. Yeah, he's definitely got one of those. James, again, thanks, man. How can you have a war on terror when terror is the result of... James, you can't be asking questions like that. Sounds like a never-ending war, and it's all because it's a globe. Keep it up, globetards. Oh, they're going to keep it up. They'll never go. Retro Bill! Lacing concertina wire with Carolina Reapers, the world's hottest pepper, is insufficient for this numpty. Yeah, I know. You're telling me that. Thanks, Retro Bill. And James, you've been hammering that super chat, man. If they only knew what a fallacy is or was, perhaps, yeah, they don't. I've seen streams of baltards given by baltards that they'd go through the fallacies and they'd still get them wrong, even citing them. It's astonishing how that could happen. Yeah, let's take a little break here, guys, just for a couple minutes, man. My eyes are staring at that screen the whole time and trying to see his frus and scientific methods. It's killing my eyes. Even looking at that crayon muncher, man, it irritates my eyelids. Take a break in place. How long we been going? Hour and 48 minutes. Man, time flies. We won't go for all that much longer. I won't go past 2.5 hours. I think that's even too long. But I'll try to stop. Yeah, I'm not going to make it for 2.5 hours. There's no way. No chance. I got to take this in bites. We're just going over more or less the same thing over and over again. The same. Now there was a new one in there with the radar, the McBugger Eater's radar sunbounce. I mean, at least that was something new. We got with grounding and that fiasco that didn't have much to do about anything. Got into electrostatics, which clearly this idiot didn't have a clue on what it was. Shockingly, I don't think neither of them, but more on the side of Craig the idiot. What else? Anything else that we got in new? Take all the time you need in the next 4 minutes. That's a good one, really. Criterion, outstanding. I like where your mind's at. Appreciate that. Yeah, I like it. That's my type of humor right there. Ooh, don't leave. There's some people leaving. Don't leave. I'm going to get back to it. Just relax. Just chill. You're out. Why are you out? Game over. Oh, it's been game over ever since the first 5 seconds of the first episode. At least it's a little bit entertaining. Gotta admit that. Unless I'm losing my touch. I'm sitting here so damn long, I'm going to get deep vein thrombosis. This is a sacrifice I'm making. Good thing I biked like 10 miles today. My legs are starting to fucking hurt, though. That's that deep vein thrombosis. Is it getting too late for you guys? Is it going past your bedtime or what? You don't get deep vein thrombosis just from sitting in airline seats, Raleigh, Mr. 4 Minutes. Almost 2,200 hours here. Yeah, that's right. You're on the East Coast. Yep. You must be on the East Coast if you're getting close to 2,200. Yeah, SI, I'm not all that. I don't know all that much about that topic, so I leave it alone. And, you know, it's to me, it's irrelevant anyway. I mean, we already know he's a degenerate. Just look at him. So I just take the words that come out of their incoherent blowholes and deal with them, not their actions and what I think their actions are or what somebody reported on them. I'm not interested in that anyway. I don't think it's relevant. But that's just me. Give me 2 minutes. All right, I'm back. Boy, all right. Let's get the screen squared. Go, there you are. All right, we're off.
Just look at one thing and use that. We look at everything all together. So
Did he say together? Got to pull a 5.
just look at one thing and use that. We look at everything all together. So
Okay, he didn't do it that time, so good on you.
yes, the lights in the sky moving. It could be evidence for one thing. It could be evidence for another thing.
That's where we started, you numpty dipshit. And that's not evidence. It could be evident, but you're just making observations. But isn't that where we started?
But we put that evidence in conjunction with all the
What evidence? There is no evidence. You just made an observation, you fucking moron. What evidence is that? That's not evidence, it's an observation.
other evidence.
Oh God. Can't cure stupid. You being fed something else? Our eyes are shifting over there.
And luckily for flat earthers, you got
Flat Earth, that's another stereotype fallacy. Here we go. So again, once a stereotype fallacy is invoked, then the only port in the storm, there's two ports. A straw man fallacy or a basis or a basis assertion fallacy. You can get a double barrel.
you guys get to pre-dismiss anything.
Now we're on the pre-dismissal bandwagon horse shit that he's conjured in the pea-sized piece of horse shit he's got in between his ears. What the fuck is that look?
From space, which is very handy for you.
Because
Well, so your outer space is a second law of thermodynamics violation, but we've already demonstrated that you don't know what the second law of thermodynamics is. If I put a pineapple up here in the second law of thermodynamics, you couldn't tell the difference. You Eejit.
you can't have a vacuum of 10 to the negative 17 torr adjacent to a pressurized system. You can scream gradient as much as you want, but again, I'd love to see you show me a pressurized system of a gradient without a container. Do you have one example of that, Craig?
That was a pretty poignant question. That's a pretty easy thing to do. Let's see what he does with it. It's easy to understand what he said. So he's asking for, even though he's asking for a gradient of pressure, I'll give him a break. Show a gradient of pressure without a container. Pretty easy question. Can you reconcile? Can you discern what he just said?
There again, I don't say there isn't a container. Gravity is a container.
Oh, geez. Yeah, that's it. We're back on this shit again. The gravity. But God, gravity. When there's nothing left to lose, gravity does everything. Has forces in all kind of different directions, even perpendicular. But God, now it's a container. I think he needs to look up what a container is, and then gravity, and see if there's any resemblance of the two, because what you said is fuckwit.
You keep straw manning me.
Holy
That's not a straw man. You're a dumb fuck.
shit.
Here's the thing. We know.
You don't know shit. You don't know. You can't even. I told you. I want to see you tie. I bet you have slip-on shoes. Because you're not tying them. No fucking way.
We have measured physically that.
Measured physically, you ask you to show a container. See, he can't even follow the question. He's off on his own fuckwit agenda. The left-wing fuckwit faction that just makes shit up. The anti-flat earthers. He's on another agenda. He's not even paying attention to what Caleb asked him. It was a simple question. Show it.
At Earth's surface, at sea level, there's.
Did he say Earth?
We have measured physically that at Earth's surface, at sea
Nope, he didn't say it. He didn't do it that time. He said it correctly.
level, there's 14 psi.
Sea level? How could you have sea level on a globetard? And PSI, that's pounds per square inch. Inch of what? A container? Remember his question? That's what he wants from you, the container. Get it? Nope.
And then once you go up, say 38 kilometers.
Here we go again, up the Mount Everest. That we've been down this incoherent road before. Just rinse, repeat, respawn. Rinse, repeat, respawn. Same old shit, folks. Not answering his question.
Kilometers we have
Not the
measured.
argument in question.
Yep, that wasn't the question. Back to the feed screen.
But it is,
The argument in question is
Tell him again.
Please
Let
don't
him finish. Let him finish.
rage.
Let him finish. Let who finish? I'll tell you what. You say let him finish. I'm going to come through this fucking computer screen. You better not.
Rage.
Finish.
No one's raging at you interrupting me whilst I'm trying to talk.
He's trying to ask you the fucking question that you keep dodging, you moron. What the fuck do you mean there, dickless?
Okay, let's go.
Because you're going off on non sequiturs and red
Exactly. You're not answering his question.
herring fallacies.
Again, you going to let me talk?
No, we're not. You're done. You did not answer his question. And dickless isn't paying attention.
Talk, or do you just want to not let? Because that's another way.
No, you just got done talking for 3 minutes about nonsensical horse shit and not answering his question. But he isn't paying any attention. So since you said that you keep interrupting me, which he hasn't been listening to, you're going to Jedi mind trick this fucking dickless idiot into giving you the floor again to repeat your same fuckwittery all over again. Guarantee it.
Flat earthers love to get over evidence.
Flat earthers, that's another stereotype fallacy. Say it.
Not let him talk.
Go.
Right. So
Go, you piece of shit. I'll tell you what, you're fortunate I can't come through this fucking computer. You low down, dickless piece of shit, Jaren. You're a fucking moron, too. Yeah, you know what? I think you're dumber than he is. You know what? I don't think I know you're dumber than he is by your actions here today and your actions throughout the last 6 years. Why are you putting up with this, Caleb? He's not answering your question. For fuck's sake.
Oh, Craig.
we know that there is a pressure of 14.6.
Here we go again. He's going to repeat the same fucking shit again. You dickless dumbass. Now I'm going to have to waste my fucking time listening to this asshole again. Because you're dumbass. Fucking idiot.
7 psi, and we know that when you go up to say 38 kilometers,
Oh my
that there is a pressure
God, folks.
of about 10 to the negative 11 torr. That exists.
Now, he said go up 38 kilometers and it's 10 to the 11 torr. Let me go back. You fucking idiot. Let's hear that again.
A pressure of 14.7 psi, and we know that when you go up to say 38 kilometers, that there is a pressure of about 10 to the negative 11 torr.
Yeah, no, that's fucking bullshit. 38 kilometers is 10 to 11 or negative 11 torr. That's not possible because the ISS, the alleged ISS elevation is 250 miles thereabouts, and they're at 10 to the negative 6 torr. To 10 to the negative 8 torr. So how can 38 kilometers be 10 to negative 11 torr? You must have read something from your feed and they fucked it up and you regurgitated it. You're a moron. Pretender clown fraud. My word.
That exists. That's all we're claiming. What reality shows us.
You wouldn't know what reality was if it climbed up your... You know the deal. He's still not answering his question. This is just a fuckwit diversion. Greasing the skids by the dickless one. We had to listen to this shit again.
Reality shows us that there is low pressure up there
Oh
and high
my
pressure
God.
down here.
Now, you going to answer his question this century?
Nothing else.
Prove gravity is a physical container.
There we go. Way to stay on it, Caleb. See, most wouldn't have been able to stay on their own question. They would have been Jedi mind tricked by this waffling bullshit. But you weren't. Good job. Let's see if you stick with it.
Gravity affects all mass.
That's not an answer to the question. Gravity doesn't exist and mass is undefined. That doesn't answer his question.
That didn't answer the question. I'll ask you
Obviously.
again. Prove gravity is a physical container that contains gases. Go, Craig. That'll be awesome for you to do.
Gravity affects.
Okay, he's going to say the same thing again.
And again, science doesn't prove things. But
Gravity affects all masses. What does that train wreck of a dumpster fire that I ripped your fucking throat out through your asshole on episode 2? What does he didn't ask anything that would elicit that dumb shittery again? This has nothing to do with science to begin with. Another feeble divert. Let's see if he diverts away from your question again. That would do in most people right there. You see, like how I went off on it, but I didn't lose track of the question. Follow?
But gravity affects all mass.
See, he's saying the same. That's the same thing he said 4 fucking times already. Ask him again.
Do you think that's answering the question?
Yeah. Yes, he does because he said it 4 fucking times. He's a moron.
Asking you to substantiate. Do you genuinely think you're doing?
Yes, he does.
Gravity affects all mass.
See? Can't make this up, folks. How you like that, Caleb?
Creates a force that's proportional to the product of two or more masses and inversely proportional to the.
That's incorrect. But that's, like I said, he's mentioned it a couple times. You guys catch the mistake? Rewind it when you get a chance to see if you can catch it. That's not the equation, dumb fuck.
The square of the distance between them.
Okay,
Gas
nobody cares.
Calculations for mass to show that it
Mass doesn't exist. It's undefined.
is affected by gravity. If
Something that is undefined is not affected by anything.
gravity affects gas, then that's exactly what happens.
That didn't make any damn sense. What a clown.
You would have to show that something else is created.
What? No, we're waiting for you to show gravity as a container. Not for him to show something else, retard. Is that all you got? Or let me rephrase that. Is that all your feed got? They're worthless.
Creating the pressure gradient because it
Pressure gradient? No, that's delta X. We're asking how you get X without a container. You see, X is gas pressure. Delta X is gas pressure gradient. Our question is about X, not delta X. So this is a dipshit, dickless, red herring fallacy.
matches the prediction.
You don't have a prediction. This isn't science. You don't know what predictions are or science.
Of gravity. And
gravity doesn't exist. They're back to his feed screen.
What you are doing.
Well, now you're going to say what he's doing while Dickless over here just allows this shit. And he hasn't answered the question. Show gravity as a container, fucktard.
The fallacy route is using the fallacy of
No, he's not using. You're using the fallacies, fuckwit.
Specificity to.
Fallacy of specificity. Somebody just wrote the fallacy of specificity here. Folks, he hasn't, Caleb hasn't invoked the fallacy of specificity at all. So one of his dickless dipshits over here, Baltard Bum Sniffer, has just wrote fallacy of specificity. You see him looking over here, and he just begocked it. He has no idea what it fucking means.
Get a specific thing that is outside of the realms of.
No, that's not a fallacy of specificity, dumb fuck.
Science.
Okay,
so back to the question, hopefully.
You can't substantiate that gravity is a physical container? Just yes.
He stayed with it. Kudos, Caleb. Kudos, brother. Yep. Go ahead and drink some more of that cranberry juice so you can get off your period.
No.
Yeah, but I can.
Yeah, I can't. I'll bet you what's he gonna say? Gravity attracts all masses.
experiment
Do
for
it.
gravity shows that it does what we expect it to do. I'll just
It
cite the
does.
Cavendish showing that
He'll just cite the Cavendish experiment for gravity being a container. What a dumb fuck.
mass attracts mass.
Well, there we go. Mass attracts mass. That was debunked 108 years ago. That's undefined, by the way.
It does what we expect it to do. So just assume that it's a physical container. Incredible, Craig. Honestly. Honestly
Gravity
incredible.
experiment ever for gravity shows
There hasn't been one ever experiment for gravity. First, you have to identify what gravity is, which you can't. You can't even define it. And there has never been an experiment ever that shows gravity doing anything. Why? Well, because it doesn't exist. And number two, if you did, try to find a way. The independent variable would have to be gravity. So you would have to vary and manipulate gravity. You'd have better luck growing Japanese maples at your armpits.
that mass attracts mass. The
Here we go. Mass attracts mass. This is all he can fucking say.
amount that we predict that it does.
Shut the fuck up.
It shows an acceleration rate, and then you
Nothing shows an acceleration rate. What's showing an acceleration rate?
assume the cause of that acceleration rate without any evidence.
Not everything accelerates. Down. Caleb.
Well, no, all the experiments are evidence.
No, there's not all the experiments are proof. Because evidence is proof. You don't have any experiments. You don't know what an experiment is.
You can just ignore the experiments, so you
Or
like.
don't have to ignore them. You haven't invoked one and explained it. Easy. You have to provide something so as we can dismiss it. You can't dismiss nothing. In other words, that's a little bit higher concept for at your level, so that I understand why you don't get it.
But the experiments match the
There's no experiments and there are no predictions.
predictions of gravity.
There's
and
none.
we can show that it's not just an
You can't show shit. Except how
acceleration
dumb
towards the
fuck you
ground,
are.
But it's an acceleration between any two masses.
Yeah, sure.
You
Masses. Here we go again. Same thing over and over and over
can
again.
look at Cavendish experiment. You can look
Fuck off with your Cavendish experiment.
at the Hellion experiment. You can look
What? The Hellion experiment? What the hell is that? Post a hypothesis. Let's see it.
at the Pan-Replica experiment.
Pan-Replica experiment. Post the hypothesis. Just making shit up. Up and to the left. Making shit up.
You can the Edison experiment in 1919.
Eddington experiment we destroyed back in episode 1.
Or in thousands of
A thousands and thousands and thousands and the mountains and mountains of evidence. Yeah, I heard it from Evotards before. That's Deuce 7 offsuit. That's what that is.
Already destroyed all of them.
You never just
No, you didn't destroy anything because he never provided anything. He said it. That's not providing it.
destroyed any of them. You've misunderstood them.
No, he didn't misunderstand shit. You're the dumb fucker.
That's
Cool.
the difference.
We'll leave that up to the viewer. Would you admit that every single observation from the Earth, looking at the cosmic microwave background or the sky, suggests that we're at the center of all creation?
Where'd that come from, Caleb?
What's that got to do with the shape of the Earth?
Yeah, you're going to force me to agree with this fucktard. Unless you can connect it.
It's got to do with the Big Bang, which has to do with how the Earth became about.
Shape of the Earth.
So you don't want to answer
So I'll give you indirectly. I'll give that to you. Indirectly it does, but he's got a point.
the question?
I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
it's I thought the conversation.
Okay, how
was-
about
Did he say I fought with an F? We're going back.
answer the question?
I mean,
yeah.
it's I thought
Yeah, he did. Let me go back again. Catch him, folks. You fought? Who'd you fight with?
So you don't want to answer the question?
I mean,
yeah.
it's I thought
Yeah, he did it. I seen his lip curl up. Yep, I fought. Who you fight with, you crayon crunching clown?
I thought the conversation.
Okay, how
was-
about this? Let's debate globe Earth versus flat Earth. Is the horizon apparent or is
Oh shit! Let's go back. This is gonna be good. Let's see.
I thought the conversation.
Okay, how
was-
about this? Let's debate globe Earth versus flat Earth. Is the horizon apparent or is it geometric, Greg?
Uh-oh.
That's a question that's poorly formed.
No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not at all. It was very clear. It's one of two choices. It's either apparent or geometric. It's not poorly formed. He's going to try to deflect now. Stay on him.
The horizon is a physical thing.
Horizon is a physical thing. The fuck?
I'll ask again, Craig. Pick one of the two.
You
Is
can
the
ask-
okay, I'm talking. Am I? Are you just going to talk over me every time?
Go ahead.
Well, yeah, he's going to let him. Dickless, so the Dickless wonder over here.
That's
Yeah,
what-
I'm asking the question again,
He just can't shut the fuck up. Can't do it.
Caleb, because I explained to you it was a poorly formed question.
No, you didn't explain it to him. You just said it was poorly formed. Just saying something isn't explaining something, you dumb fuck. That's why I told you before in the beginning, he doesn't know what explanations are. That's at the level that we're at. He just proved it in spades right now. What a fucking moron.
Question.
It's not though. That's just a personal opinion, which is dumb.
But it's a poorly formed question that I can't.
It's not poorly formed. He's what this is what he's doing. I caught him. He's delaying with his dumb shit so he can get fed by this is McBooger Eater over here, folks. Make no doubt about it. There's no question about it. This is McBooger Eater. Now, I can't confirm that though, but he's delaying to get his feed with fuckwittery.
Can't answer because it doesn't make sense. The question
Oh,
itself.
Can you
Yeah, it does make sense.
wait? Hold on,
The
Craig.
horizon is
Repeat.
just what it is. The horizon is a physical thing.
Moderators
There he goes again, saying the same fucking shit again.
trying to talk.
Just repeat what
Oh,
the
sorry,
question.
Janet.
He just can't stop talking. Even when Dickless starts talking, he can't fucking stop. He's got projectile diarrhea of the mouth syndrome. It comes from the vacuum between his ears.
I didn't hear you,
Repeat what the question was that you said is not answerable, just so we know what you're talking about. What question did he ask that's unanswerable?
said, is the horizon geometric or apparent?
Yeah. Why is that unanswerable? That's not malformed. That's clear, concise, and coherent.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is the definition of geometric?
He keeps on fast. He keeps on looking over here at this screen real fast and looking back.
Why'd you just
Define geometric. This fucking guy doesn't know what geometric means. Good job, Caleb. You sensed that, didn't you? I like that. Now the cut is getting less dull. I like that part. Good job.
just keep going off on these random tangents?
Random tangent. That's not a random tangent. He asked you whether the horizon was geometric or apparent. And then he figured out that you didn't know what geometric means. So he's right on topic, dumb fuck. Yeah, that's why he's laughing at you.
Yo, Craig, this is crazy because McToon can answer this question, but this is a
McToon's over here. As soon as he said McToon, look where his eyes go. Oh, boy. Hey, McBooger Eater. Hey there, sunshine. You daft weasel. We got you.
complete death blow. Hey, I'm talking. Hey, buddy, I'm talking. Hey, just calm down, little
keep
buddy.
Going. Keep going.
Okay. The horizon being apparent or geometric is a complete debunk to your model. Hence why
He doesn't have a model. He doesn't have a model, Caleb. You're giving him a model. He doesn't have one.
you are avoiding answering the question.
He doesn't know what a model is, let alone having or have not one. He doesn't know what it is.
I will ask again, Craig, and we'll see everyone. Everyone will watch you squirm. Is the horizon a geometric?
Looks like he gave up on McBooger Eater and he's over at his other feed screen.
Let me just
Craig gets his attention back.
define it for you. A physical
Oh, don't define it. Don't do that shit for him. That's what he wants.
Location, or is it an apparent location that fluctuates based on temperature differentials and atmospheric conditions?
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't differ because of that. There, Caleb. What does the light that's coming from the horizon hit little T's or something? Temperature? Right? Temperature's a concept, son. And atmosphere, we already said atmosphere is a contradiction in terms. You know the routine. I've said it a number of times. That's not gonna change it. So it's getting a little duller again.
Pick one of the two, Craig, or let's see you squirm.
He's looking at his screen and then look back. Let's see what he's got.
You finished ranting?
Now he's gonna delay.
Done. You asked your question. Go ahead.
Yeah, so the horizon is a physical thing.
Hey, he said that like 4 or 5 times. You're not answering his fucking question. Again.
What we see is the light coming from the horizon traveling through a medium of varying density and temperature.
Negative. That's not. You fucking moron. So the light is traveling through horizontal density gradients, Craig. I don't think you've thought this through. Did you hear what he said, folks? Unbelievable. You are a stone cold dumb fuck. Just making shit up or what you heard from one of the other ball-tard bum sniffers, yeah, without checking it. It's incoherent at a really, really high level. So I don't know. Can you show us, these horizontal density gradients? Folks, this guy's he's a fuckwit, douchebag.
Temperature. The horizon is always the horizon.
The horizon is always the horizon. That's profound.
Position, actual physical position of the horizon never changes.
Oh, it doesn't? Well, let's say I'm looking at the horizon. I'm standing at 6 feet. And let's say all of a sudden, like, I change my elevation. Is the horizon still at the same spot? You idiot crayon muncher.
Unless you change your altitude.
Oh, it's always there. Unless, well, I guess that takes the always out of the equation. You fucking idiot.
Yeah, exactly. But if you are in one position and looking out at the horizon, the physical location of the horizon never changes.
Never. When you're staying at one position, yeah, it can change. Get a big old tide rolling in, like roll tide, it'll change then. That's for damn sure. You won't be seeing the same horizon, I can guarantee you that, or a little bit of weather. One.
However, the path of the light coming from the horizon
can
change depending on the variables of the density and the temperature.
He's appealing to horizontal density gradients, folks. He's a moron.
That is traveling through.
Shut the fuck up.
So do we ever see the physical horizon because the light is always being bent? Because
we didn't. He Jedi mind tricked you again. We're off your question. Is the horizon geometric or is it apparent? Was your question. Can we get back to that?
Because of atmospheric conditions?
No, Caleb.
And temperature differential, so you're conceding that it's apparent, correct?
No, the horizon isn't apparent.
The horizon isn't apparent. You hear that, folks? The horizon isn't apparent. Let's check. Let's see what the horizon is. Remember, he said the horizon isn't apparent. From his alma mater wiki, horizon. It's the apparent line that separates the earth from the sky. You're fucked. Like I said before, folks, he doesn't understand the meanings of simple terms phrases and concepts. He doesn't. This is just another in a long list of examples. From Merriam-Webster, horizon. The line where the earth seems to meet the sky. The seam should have gave the game away. But that's too high level. Let's just go to the apparent junction of the earth and sky sailing toward the horizon. But Craig said it's not apparent. From Oxford Dictionaries, horizon, the line at which the earth's surface and the sky appear to meet. Looks like it's apparent there, crayon crunching clown. You are a fucking retard, dude. Stone cold. Would have to do that to me. Let's go down to where are we at? Horizon, stone cold retard, sir. You're exposed again.
The horizon is what we
Yeah, he's a dumb fuck.
see is the light.
What we see is the light. He thinks this is going to save him. It's fucking delusional.
From the horizon, traveling the horizon changes its path.
I can't, dude. The amount of wizardry that you do to
No, that's not wizardry. That's dumb fuckery.
not answer questions
I'm
is
sorry,
exactly. Hey, I'm talking, buddy. Hey, I'm talking. No need to rage and cry. I'm talking.
Look
Let
at
me
him
get my
laugh.
point out.
What
The
a
amount
stupid
of-
fuck.
Hey, calm down. Are you ready, Craig? You ready to sit and be still and
Look at this stupid motherfucker, man.
listen?
Understand a simple statement.
You can't understand a simple question of state. Can't understand a future. Fucking moron. You're exposed. Like I said, Mae West is over in the corner blushing.
Yes.
Dumbass.
Okay, buddy. So you're saying that the light is always bent based on
What the fuck is he keep? Do you see what he just did? What the fuck is your problem, dude? Watch what he does. Look at that fucking look. Watch what he does. Caleb's gonna start talking. Watch what he does.
Okay, buddy. So you're saying that the light is always bent based
See, he keeps talking. He's talking right underneath him. What the fuck?
on.
Sorry, I just watched South
You
Park.
good?
Go, Craig. I mean, go, Caleb.
Go, Craig. Yeah, no, that's right. That's a Freudian slip. Go, Craig. Yeah, go, Craig. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah. You dickless dipshit. Fucking piece of shit, Jaren. Yeah, you said it. Go, Craig. My word. This is fucking puke worthy.
I apologize. Sorry, Darren. I watched.
I
South
know
Park
you
the other-
really don't want me to get this point out, but it's becoming very apparent. Hey, I'm still. Oh, dude.
I don't want to
Okay,
start
set
using
up a
that.
timer.
I don't
Put
want
a timer up.
Look at him smile. Like, is this some type of joke to you? Fuckwit. You disgust me. Like, on a fundamental level, you're fucking disgusting. Piece of shit.
I want a timer up. I want a timer.
Treacherous, treasonous traitor. This behavior is not a surprise.
Craig, you cool
I
with
want a
that?
timer.
I'm just saying. I apologize.
Shut him the fuck up.
I want a
Yes, you
timer. I don't
apologize.
care if you apologize. I don't accept your apology. I would like a timer
Okay, we
so
got
that
it.
Craig cannot interject.
Okay, I'm
when
gonna
I'm talking.
give you 2 minutes.
Look at him. Look, he's just like,
one minute.
look
Give
at
you 1
dude,
minute.
Just do
stupid old dumb fuck. Just with a stupid ass grin on his face, like, oh, they take for fucking, right? Did it go through it? Look, his eyes are crossed. Abject retard.
1 minute. 1 minute will be fine.
Okay, go ahead.
I can get the point out and destroy him in 1 minute.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So let me know when it's up because I can't see unless
Yeah,
it's
I'll
going to show
restart.
me up on the top right now.
It will. You'll see it now. Go ahead. 1 minute.
Okay.
Transfer.
Shut your fucking mouth.
There you go. Now you got it. When you
Try
start,
not
I'll
to
start.
interrupt when I start talking, Craig.
Oh, it's going to be impossible.
I'll mute you for right now. Oops.
Yep. Please do.
Sorry, I'm actually.
Look at he starts laughing. You fucking greasy, slimy, lion sore rat piece of shit, you. Look at this. What the fuck? What elicits this response? Anyone with behavioral psych out there? Because we have a fucking red alert. He's not only a dumb fuck, he's a scary dumb fuck. My God.
Actually unmuted him. All right, go ahead.
Look at him. You pumpkin pie rooster haircutted freak. Look at this fucking clown. He's still got that dumb fuck look on his face.
You see the
Laugh
clock?
anxiously
My
all you want,
word.
Craig. Okay, so Craig is a
Look at him! Look at this! Oh my God! Look at this! What the fuck, dude? Let's go back. Let's see what elicits this. Curls the hair on my back. Let's see what elicits this fucking demon response right here. Look at this motherfucker.
I'll mute you for right now. Oops.
Yep, please do.
Sorry, I'm actually unmuted.
Okay, watch him. Look, still got the dumb
You see the
fuck
clock?
smile on his
Anxiously
face.
all you want, Craig. Okay, so Craig is a
Oh God, man. Oh my. Okay, this is got to. I can't take this anymore, man. I can't get through this. So we're gonna cut it right here, man. Fuck that. That's scary. Alrighty, we got some more. Where did I leave those super chats off at? Oh, we only got one more. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's from James Richard. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Four corners, ends to the earth, from one end to the other. The earth is set on foundation. It is immovable and established. How much more you need to realize the truth? Hello. Thanks, James. Appreciate it. All right, guys. We're gonna have to wrap it up for this evening. I can't. I can't do this. Not anymore tonight. So let me go ahead. I'll do that on my own time. I'll go ahead and timestamp save it, and then we'll get back to this part 4. This could be part 4 and part 5 because the way this is going, I'm not going to be able to make it doing one more part. Let's see how much. Let me flip on over there and see how much time we got. We've got almost 40 minutes left to go. So I can only, I'm only thinking we'll do it in 20-minute increments. Something doable for me. Yeah, you're welcome, Lovey Gas. Yep. Stay tuned tomorrow. For tomorrow's show, we'll just have an open panel. Probably talk a little bit about the Dean Odell debate, but for more on that, BALLBUSTERS. We're definitely gonna review not all the debate, just the secular part where those two guys were up on stage going back and forth. It will be quite illuminating for you if you haven't seen it. So, yeah, stay tuned for that. And like I said, if anyone knows Dean Odell, if he can watch that or maybe jump in the Discord stream, that would be cool. I have some questions. All right, guys. Hang in there out there. We'll catch you on the flip side. QE out.
According to the general theory of relativity, gravity is not a force. There are no gravitational fields. Gravity is kind of an illusion.
What the hell did you just say?
Gravity is kind of an illusion. In general relativity, there is no mystery. All objects appear to fall the same way because, well, they're not accelerating.
Oh, son of a... That's gonna leave a mark.
Let's put another shrimp on the barbie.
Gravity is just like that force. It doesn't actually exist.
Say what?
But in general relativity, there is no gravitational force. There is no gravitational field. Gravitational fields do not exist.
Prepare yourself.
Ball tards.
In standard Newtonian physics, we draw your weight force, the force of gravity pushing you down, and the normal force from the floor pushing you up. We say these forces are equal and opposite, so there's no net force on you, so you are not accelerating. But in general relativity, gravity is not a force. You have no weight, so the only force on you are these normal forces pushing you up. Gravity is not a force. There are no gravitational fields. You have no weight. Well, they're not accelerating. Gravity is kind of an illusion. Gravity is just like that force. It doesn't actually exist.
Hello, baby. Oh, well, everybody's heard about the bird. Bird, bird, bird. The bird's a winner.